Welcome to Bartell Business, and I'm Andre Bartell, your host. I have a very, very special guest today, Mr. John Brown. John, thanks for coming on to the show.
Hey, what's going on with you? Hey, my pleasure. I've been knowing you for, I don't know, man, 28 years?
Yeah, long time. I think we met up together in Las Vegas, you know. And in fact, I was one of your vendors, you know, because you was manufacturing at the time a T-shirt line by the name of Brown Sugar. And ever since then, man, I've seen you actually grow and grow and grow and grow and grow. So listen, you know, as an entrepreneur, tell me, what did it take for you to get to the level that you are right now?
Well, let me say this. I'm from California.
Okay.
I'm from a real rough neighborhood. The reason I'm bringing that up is to explain to people you don't have to be super smart. You don't have to have a lot of money. You don't have to have all these good fortunes go your way in order to be successful.
Right.
My mom and dad never supported me. No one in my family supported me. I supported me.
Wow.
I figured it out. And how did it start for me? I'm in the city of Compton, 12 years old. We're hanging around the park in the summer, and there was a wino, alcoholic, who lived in the park. He said something I never forgot. He said, "Quit screwing around. You guys need to get your life together." He said, "Come here." And I don't know if any of my friends were near me, but I was listening to him. He said, "You see that gas station on the corner? That guy owns that gas station, and you don't, because he knows something you don't know.
Right.
If you knew what he knew, you would own the gas station." Now, why did that land with me? Here it is, years later, I'm telling the story.
Right.
It made sense to me. It resonated with me. That was from an alcoholic. But I think it was divine, because why would that, at that moment, come into my life and land and meant so much to me? So what I did was, when I got out of high school, I wanted to go to a college where white folks were. Because in my estimation, they're the ones who had everything.
Is that right?
So if I hang out with them, I'm going to learn.
Okay.
Like the guy said, they know something you don't know.
Right.
I need to find out what they know. I'm saying this. If you're in the Detroit area, wherever you may be listening, go where the people who are making money go. Hang out with those people.
Right.
Listen, learn. Business is a very simple thing. It's like counting marbles. If I have 4 marbles, or you have 4 marbles, you give me 2, you have 2 left.
Correct.
That's business. If I buy a marble for $1 and I sell it to you for 50 cents, that's stupid. No one's gonna do that.
Right.
If I buy a marble for $1, I can sell it to you for $2. I'm doing that all day long.
Right.
That's business.
Yep.
So you don't have to be a rocket scientist or a genius. It's not difficult. You just gotta have the balls to go for it. So I came out to Orange County. I made friends with guys who had business.
Right. Okay.
And I figured it out. Now, I gotta jump to this story because I didn't have money, but I knew I gotta shorten this up. Give me a minute. Let me give an illustration. I started my business with $20.
Wow.
I took it to like the 4 million.
Right.
All I took out of my pocket was $20.
$20.
I saw a need for someone to buy something from
Right.
me. And I fulfilled that need.
Okay.
Money is easy to find. I'm gonna see if I can say this with a printing concept.
Okay.
Some people print T-shirts. I was in the T-shirt business.
Right.
You go into these factories, and they're massive, hundreds of employees, printing T-shirts for companies like myself, other companies.
Right.
May it be, I don't know, back in the day it was Sean John. It was all these guys. They would come, hey, I have a 100,000 piece order. The guy who owns the print shop, like, let's go, give me the 100,000 T-shirts. I'll print them for 50 cents a piece.
Right.
So he's happy.
Right.
Because he's making 50 cents a piece. But Sean John and these guys, Nike and these guys, will sell for $28.
Right.
My question is, would you rather have the 50 cent or the $28? You'd rather have the $28.
Exactly.
So if you had a T-shirt concept and you promoted it and you got sales,
Right.
you can go to any printer and say, hey, I tell you what, I want to make a deal with you. I'm a good designer, I got a good brand. Here's proof of concept, here's my proof of sales. You're making 50 cents a T-shirt or $1, whatever it is. I'll give you half of the money on the profit if you pay for everything.
Right.
Now this guy's gonna be thinking, let me see what you got.
Exactly.
Would he rather make the $28 or the dollar or the 50 cent? He's gonna, if he thinks there's a good concept and it's a possibility to make money, he's gonna give you all the money you need to produce your T-shirt.
That's right.
Trust me, I did it. I had guys making T-shirts for me. I go, look, man, I don't want to be going buying fabric. I ain't got time for all that.
Right.
I got the business. I got the orders. I said, tell you what, I'm going to give you the orders. You're going to manufacture them for me. This happened. This really happened.
Right.
It's going to cost. So the guy charged me $2 if I didn't have business with him.
Right.
I said, instead of $2, I'm going to give you $3 a shirt. And you're going to put the money up, and for that, I'm going to give you another 20%.
That's right.
The guy said yes, because it was a good deal for him.
Yeah, it was a win-win.
All I had to do was collect the purchase orders, bring them to him. He looked at them, he made samples, I signed off on them, and I went to play golf.
Man, that was brilliant. That was
So
brilliant.
you don't need money. I hope you guys understand that. You just got to have a way to figure out a way to do it. And now it's much easier because you got a little thing called the internet.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man, business is easy.
Can you imagine what it'd been like if you had the internet back
I'd have ruled
then?
the world by morning.
Oh, yeah, yeah. But see, here's the other thing about you, John. I think the discipline that a lot of times people don't know, you know, your background in terms of being Mr. Universe twice. People don't understand who you really are. You know, how did that come about?
You know, I was playing football in high school,
Right.
but we lost every game, and I wanted to be something special. And I'm like, man, I'm on the train and going nowhere. And I asked the coach, I said, Coach, let me ask you a question. How do I make it to the NFL? He couldn't answer the questions. I was in high school.
Right.
I go, man, I don't like that. I don't like that. I need to know the answer. So long story short, I saw a guy one day in the park. He saw me with my shirt off. He goes, what do you do? I said, I'm a football player. He goes, no, don't do football. You could win Mr. Universe. So I stopped, and the rest was history.
Oh my God. Yeah, and do that. You did it twice.
Twice, yeah.
Yeah, and that, you know what, that goes to show you who you are in terms of the discipline that it takes, you know, in terms of knowing what you want to do and focusing. You know, so I think a person of your caliber, you also been in movies, so acting, but one of the things I just labeled you as a brand ambassador because of your thought process and some of the products I've seen you do over the years. You are unique in its own way. What makes you think like that?
Well, let's clarify something. I'm the father of Equanimeous St. Brown, Osiris St. Brown, and Amon-Ra St. Brown. We need to get that out the way right now.
Right now.
Who the hell I am.
That's right. Exactly.
Now, what was your question again?
The question is, how did you start thinking like that?
I was born like that.
You was born like that, no matter
I
what.
woke up, and that was my mindset.
Oh, yeah.
I was always trying to take over the world, ever since I can remember. But I tried to. I'm a disciplined guy.
Right.
I never smoked. I never did alcohol, drugs, anything. Never drank one beer, a sip of wine, nothing.
Wow.
I was always disciplined. I'm trying to do this, and nothing's going to stop me until I finish it. You got to have that mindset. When I started lifting weights, I would go to the Compton College, and I would work out, and the gym closed at 9 o'clock, which was like 3 miles from my house. I walked every day, and I didn't have 25 cents. That's all it cost to work out.
Wow.
So I told the guy, dude, let me work out and I'll clean the gym up.
Okay.
So I would clean the gym up, I would walk all the way home every night. I didn't need nobody to help me. I didn't need any help from anybody. God gave me 2 legs, I can walk, I'm gonna walk.
Right.
I'll make it. And you just gotta believe in yourself. It doesn't take a special person. Please. I knew a guy named Larry Lynch. He wasn't that smart of a guy, but he had a good business and made a lot of money.
Right.
And I never understood how could Larry Lynch make money, because he was an idiot.
Right.
Idiots make money because they're too stupid to know it ain't gonna work.
Exactly.
You understand?
Right.
And they just go for
They
it,
go for
and
it.
they end up making money.
Right.
So I'm saying to you, it doesn't matter who you are, what color you are, what your background is, just go for it. And let's say it doesn't work. It's okay because you get results.
Right.
He said, okay, I'm gonna do it again, but this time I'm not gonna do this and that. And you eventually you make it.
Oh, wow. You know, ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking with John Brown with Bartell Business. We'll be right back.
If you're among Detroit's men's style connoisseurs, if you're highly visible or need to be, if you're a leader, influencer, professional, or executive, then it's my pleasure to introduce you to yet another one of Detroit's well-kept secrets. Style Detroit His. Style Detroit His is the menswear destination defining distinctive personal looks for the gentleman whose style makes a statement beyond fashion. Featuring a captivating selection of men's accessories, along with custom suiting, shirting, and tailoring, Style Detroit His is located on Detroit's west side at 18450 West McNichols. Swing by sometime when you're in the area, and check out our always fresh fashion window exhibition. You'll need to book an appointment to get in for your own private wardrobe consultation and styling. If you've never been, give Andre a call at 313-510-3035 to book your first appointment. After that, every time you're ready to step into your style, call Andre and book your private style session with Style Detroit His.
Welcome back to Bartell Business. I got a fascinating story that John is telling us, just before the break. Man, this guy's telling me about discipline and what he's really doing. I mean, he don't realize that the leadership that he has in our community that is so powerful, and having a coach and the training that he's was able to instill not only in his kids, but also the kids, I guess you say in Compton and all those other places in the city of California. But John, in terms of understanding who you are and why it's important to have that particular discipline and not be afraid, Now, you said nobody helped you, but you also wasn't afraid, so you stepped out there. What gave you the courage? What made you think that you could do it?
That's a good question. Let me think about that, my brother. How can I illustrate this? If someone came to you, and let's say you're a 12-year-old boy or girl, and someone said, I need my grass cut. Son or young lady, can you get my grass cut? You think you can do something like that? If you had the tools? Or could you find the tools? You think you can find a lawnmower? Or you think you can figure it out how to get my grass cut? If you can do that, I'm gonna give you $100,000.
Right.
Any 12-year-old boy or girl will figure out how to get that grass cut.
Right.
Because it's believable, they see it every day. They see people every day getting their lawns cut. So they know it's possible.
Right.
I was like that with business. I've never, for an example, I never had my own car business. I don't own an automotive business. But if you told me you got 1 year to make your own car, I can figure it out. If it's on the planet Earth,
Right. Yeah.
especially with the internet now, I'll figure it out. So if you're a child and you want to sell your own brand of aspirins, just something really weird. If somebody on the planet Earth is making it, you can find them, especially with the internet.
Right.
You can contact them. You'll figure it out. There's nothing should ever stop you. Nothing.
So you're telling me that all the years that has taken place now, because of the internet, all the excuses are going out the window.
Out the window. Come on, man. When I was coming up, so I started my own supplement company.
Right.
Because my kids were young, and I wanted them to be stronger than the other kids.
Right.
So I started my own supplement company, not to sell, but just to give to my kids and give them the advantage, the competitive edge.
Right.
Obviously it worked.
Yeah.
Maybe 5, 6, 8 years ago I started selling it. So now if you're a child or you're a parent and your child needs a little more muscle strength, stronger, bigger, faster, they can go to Cane Protein, C-A-N-E,
Right.
not K, C-A-N-E, Cane Protein, order the protein. Now, a lot of parents don't understand because they're new parents, they don't understand how important protein is.
Correct.
A 12-year-old boy needs more protein than me and you because he's growing.
Yeah.
Needs more daily. They're not getting enough protein in their food.
Correct.
Parents don't understand that. So I started that business, and I tell you right now, I had no clue on how to do it, but I started figuring it out.
Right.
Now you have a thing called the internet. Oh, it's so easy. You just Google stuff and push enter.
Right.
There's no excuse.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
It's just laziness. You gotta
Right.
get off your butt.
Right. Well, you know, it was something that stuck with me in terms of the discipline that you put not only in yourself, but you also put it in your kids. You know, and you train. And in fact, there are videos that are out there that at a very young age, how you instill them the discipline. And that's the reason why they're all successful today. I mean, why? I remember one of the years in the early years when things started to manifest in your life, and we were talking about that. How you were asking me about what would I do if I had some, kids, and how would you approach and allow them to be successful. I had no idea that years later you actually did it.
Yeah, we were talking at the magic show. We go out to
Yeah,
dinner.
right.
I would tell him about my kids. They're going to be this. They're going to be that.
Yeah.
And then I came to Detroit. I forgot the year, but it was 12 years ago.
Something like
14
that.
years ago.
Yeah,
I
sound
said,
mind,
dude, I'm
sound
coming
body.
to Detroit, sound mind, sound body.
Right.
And I met up with Andre, introduced him to my boys, and ever since that little camp, it just took off.
Took off.
It's just amazing that the Detroit Lions ended up selecting Amon-Ra
That's right.
to be on the team, right? But we a lot of it started here in Michigan.
Right. Yeah.
But the discipline, you gotta look. Don't give your kids choices.
Now that's unique.
Don't give them choices. They have they have choice between vanilla and chocolate ice cream. That's it. Other than that, they ain't got no choice. Take the choice away from shit.
I got that from someone else, and I told them that, and it really made sense. I got 2 grandkids, and I was telling my my daughter, I said, don't give them the choice. You tell them what you want them to have. It's not mean.
You don't give them a choice if they can go to school or not.
That's right. They have to go.
Everybody's okay with that. Guess what? You playing football. And that's it.
Right.
We ain't playing volleyball. We ain't playing that stupid stuff. We're not doing no ridiculous swimming or some shit like that.
Right.
We're not doing that. We're going to do the sports where if you become the champion, you're going to get rewarded.
Right. Yeah.
You see? I was a bodybuilding 5-time world champion. I made money, but not the money my sons are making.
Right. Correct.
As a parent, you got to parent. Look, there's no such thing as lazy kids. There's only lazy parents.
Wow.
Don't be a lazy parent. Get off your butt. Help your kid. Look, I was the exception, not the rule. Don't go, well, see, Mr. Brown, your parents didn't help you. Yeah, but I'm the exception, I'm not the rule. Not that I'm great or anything like that. I was just gifted in that area. You can't go by that. Most kids need a parent to guide them. You got to guide them.
Well, you know what, ladies and gentlemen, I'm speaking with John Brown. I got a few questions to ask him on our final episode that's coming up right now. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back. We're speaking with John Brown.
If you're a Detroit area man who considers himself a winner, leader, or champion, if you're recognized as high profile and high performance, if on the other hand, you're among Detroit's low-key yet undeniably influential, either way, I'm compelled to share this invitation with you to Private Client. Private Client is the new men's personal brand style and imaging concierge service made available in Detroit by Andre Bartell through Style Detroit His. Private Client is just that. Private, exclusive. It's a membership service limited to a select dozen or so member clients per quarter. It's not intended for everybody, it's invitation only, and right now you're invited. While you are on our private list, there are no guarantees openings are still available by the time you view this. So, if you want and need the high-level attention to detail, the customized styling and design, and the distinctive imaging for your personal brand that is only realized through personalized service, then give Andre a call at 313-510-3035 now to discuss your needs and schedule your appointment with Private Client.
Welcome back to Bartell Business and with my fascinating guest, Mr. John Brown. Man, I tell you, I've seen this gentleman grow over the years, and I was just recently named him as a band ambassador, and the reason why is because he came up with the concept as to how he wanted to market not only his kids, but his family. And he's in a position right now to take it to new heights. John, how did you come up with that, and why did you come up with that?
I'm going to make a statement. You may not believe it, but I can just tell you like this. It was divine. I knew what to do. I knew that they would play sports. I knew this when I was 19 years old.
Wow!
I knew it. 19 years old is when I first heard the name Equanimeous. And I said, if I ever when I have my first son, his name's going to be Equanimeous.
Wow.
And I told my wife, as we're in the hospital, I go, look, we got to change the last name. It doesn't look good on the jersey. She goes, what do you mean? I said, it should be Von Brown or St. Brown. They got to stand out. John Brown, Bobby Brown, James Brown, too many of those guys. So I decided to, right then there, I just knew to switch name. They gave me the birth certificate, the form, I filled it out, and I put that on, and that was it.
Wow.
The rest of history. I just knew. I knew to turn right or to turn left, to come to Michigan, to do the Sound Mind. I just knew. I knew what to do. I was guided. I knew what to do.
Well, you know, that's remarkable. The average person has no idea. And the thing about it, you know, I can honestly say that I rode shotgun with you, listening to you talk about that, and it happened.
How many years ago was that?
Oh man, it was so long ago, but it's tripping me out. You know, next thing you know, I'm sitting up in the stadium, and we're watching the game, and Amon was catching some balls. All of a sudden, a guy threw a ball. He jumped up with one hand and caught it. I said, "Oh my God!" I said, "What in the world you have here?" And ever since then, you know, as one of the star players on the Lions, I mean, this guy, he's unbelievable. In fact, you know, all of your kids are remarkable. And you know, there's none of them better than the other. They all are successful.
I tell you, we're blessed to be here.
Yes.
In Detroit, NFL.
Right.
It's an honor, you know. And I know sometimes you guys hear me talking, and you may. I'm from the city of Compton, so every now and then, you know, bad words will come out of my mouth. But sometimes bad language was designed to knock on your front door to get your attention. Right. So sometimes I need your attention. It slips out. I want to make sure you guys understand what I'm talking about. I don't want anybody to be confused about this thing. This thing is real. I'm talking about. I take it serious.
Well, you know, being able to fortunate to be at you know, a lot of the games when you come in town. and the popularity that you have is that everybody know you.
Man, I don't know about that.
I
Look,
mean, they know you. They want to come up. They want to speak to you. They want to. I mean,
look,
it's because of the discipline. And I'm sure you get a lot of media attention, and I've seen you on a lot of different
Right.
podcasts, and I've seen you on a lot of broadcasts. I mean, it's just that you're sincere about sharing information.
very, very.
And that's the good
sincere.
thing about it.
It's an honor, like I said, to be here. And growing up where I came from, I always heard bad stories about Detroit. I ain't never seen nothing bad about Detroit.
That's right.
I don't
There
see
you go.
homeless people. I mean, LA is way worse than Detroit.
Oh yeah.
I mean, and, no offense to any other states that I've been to,
Right.
but as far as I'm concerned, the best food in the world is from Detroit.
All right. Now that's a good.
And I'm not
plug.
saying it to pump up Detroit.
Right.
It's just my experience. So it's an honor to be here. And the message I wanted to drive home to these young kids is that, you there's a lot of things, but one thing I would say is make sure you hang out with the right people.
Yes. Yes.
You understand?
Yes. Yeah.
Because if you hang out at a barbershop long enough, you're going to get a haircut.
Right.
You got to be very careful, and it's not hocus pocus, that difficult. It's all about discipline. The work. I don't care if it's business, sports, how much work are you putting in? If the number one guy in the world is putting this much in and you do that much, you beat him every time.
Every time.
Or her.
Right.
If you have a daughter, please stop the track and feel all the stupid stuff. Put her into tennis or golf.
Wow.
You got to believe in your kids. If they become champions, there's a lot of money at the end.
Wow.
Don't be afraid
That's
of it.
heavy. Yeah.
Everybody puts the track and field, basketball, soccer. No. Believe in your child.
Right.
Give them an opportunity.
Oh man, you said a mouthful. Most people don't think like that.
Don't think like that.
Oh my God. So you got Serena Williams and you got the golfers out here that's making a ton of money, only because none of us, a lot of us, don't even participate in it.
And
it's
somebody
funny.
pushed them in it.
Right.
Somebody in their life said, no, you're going to do this. Somebody in Amon-Ra, Equanimeous, Osiris life said, no,
Right.
you're going to do this.
Right.
Now, when they were young, 5, 6, 7 years old, they did basketball, soccer, for fun.
Right.
For athletic, just having fun. But at a certain age, fun is over with. We got to put the work in. In my house, 5 years old, you start lifting weights with me. If you're 6, you're too old.
Well, wouldn't somebody think that would be abuse?
Yeah, well, the lions can't lay with the lambs.
Yeah, you're right
You
about
understand?
that.
So, I understand some people think that, but they must ask themselves, what do they know?
Right.
How much knowledge do they have? Is your child at 5 and 6 years old climbing trees? That's resistance.
Right.
Do they run outside, pick their bike up? That's resistance. So supervised resistance training is okay.
Right.
You understand? You don't let them just go crazy. You got to supervise it. But it's okay. It's not bad. You got to challenge that.
Well, you know what, John, I'm telling you, you said a mouthful, and some of the things that you say, I tell you, resonates, within my spirit in terms of how you do things and the discipline that you've already provided. Do you have any final words for our audience, for the entrepreneurship journey that you have already taken and what they should be looking out for as they go down the road?
Good question. Believe in yourself, number one. Are you going to fall down? I guarantee you will.
Yeah.
But you always get results. If you never try, you never get results. Look, today you have instant coffee, instant tea, and instant disbelief. I'm telling you right now, if you talk to your mom and your dad that you love, but they work for the post office, and you say, Mom, Dad, I want to start my own business. You think I can do that? They'll probably tell you no. You need to work for the post office. You got to consider the source. It's not that they're stupid or they don't know. It's just they never done it. So you got to talk to someone who's been successful, a businessman, a businesswoman. They'll give you different advice. Take it from me. I'm a regular guy. I just never gave up, and I thought I could do it. And if it was on the earth, I would find it. That was back in the day when there was no internet. It was real tough back then. Talking about racism, oh my God. I was at the magic show with my man here, had my suit on. Man, people would come by my booth, wouldn't buy nothing from me. Certain big stores would come to my booth and always sit down and talk to me. All white establishments. And they would give me a small order. I was happy to get those $20,000. But one guy said, you know what, man, they're screwing you over, John, because they can give you a $2 million order like it's nothing. Now, it's not racism where they hate black people. They love me. They always talk to me. They were trying to protect me because they knew if they give me a $2 million order, listen to me, did I have the capital to make that order? No, I didn't have the capital. So they knew it would hurt me. And it makes sense. It's like this, my last story. You know what the 400 meters is, one lap around the track. It's like you had a white man, black man, Indian man, Mexican man on the line. And they shoot the gun, go, and everyone starts running. A quarter ways around the track, someone grabs a black man, hold him, and let the other guys go. And then when they're 200 yards in front of him, okay, release the black man. Now, if you win, they go, oh, time out, huddle up. He cheated. You held him, didn't he? Yeah, I held him. Well, how'd he win? So, you understand my point? So, it does exist too. Don't get me wrong, I'm not stupid.
Right.
But at the same time, you can figure out ways to circumvent the system. There's a lot of white folks out there that will help you. There's a lot of black folks, Hispanics, that will help you. You just got to be able to ask for the help.
Right.
They love to help you. Are there some bad people? Yeah, but so what? Don't dwell on that. Who cares? You know, I had a lot of racism against me. I don't care. I keep going. Who cares about that?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you heard a mouthful from the one and only Mr. John Brown. John, listen, thank you very much, man, for being on the show, boy.
Right.
Thank you for watching Bartell Business. This is a fantastic show. And we'll see you next time.